Haha, nimebambwa. I started my relationship as a heterosexual relationship, but I'm ending it as a homosexual relationship. Stay tuned because it's actually crazier than it sounds.
Fully live recording leads to a doctor.
Hi guys, it's good. It's what? It's good. It's what? Now if you see me, you know you have to grab yourself a snack or a whole meal, water or an energy drink. Kama wewe ni mtu wa kuinama, make sure you have people around you to hold you when you faint. I'm gonna try to be loud because I have a very bad sore throat, but this story is too interesting to the point where I'm ignoring that sore throat. Today's story is about a boy named Ricky and a girl named Becca. Let me give you a background story about Becca because it will direct us to Ricky and it will help you understand this story better. When Becca was born, she found two parents raising her. But wakisonga-songa na maisha, only her mom stayed in her life because her dad left to go and start another family with another woman that he fell in love with, let's say his side chick at the time. So he abandoned his family and Becca hajawahi muona till this day. In her family, she's the second born out of 6 kids. And in their family, hakunanga ile special treatment ati first born anakaziwa, last born anakuwa treated like an egg. No, all of them are treated equally from the first to the last born. Now, you can imagine how her mother felt when the dad left because literally birthing 6 kids with one man is not easy. So when the dad left, the mom tried all her best to educate them na alikuwa anawekea a lot of pressure to succeed in life, saying, Mr. Walea vibaya ndo mwende mwambiwe watoto wa single mother hivi ndo mnakuanga, you know those sayings. So she used to pressure them and push them education-wise, even find them a job when they were in high school, find them a job when they were in uni. So Becca grew up knowing it's a must I succeed, by fire, by force. Yani, when Becca hears kuna form ya pesa mahali, find her there, locate her, please call her, where is the function? So she did her primary, did her high school, passed very well. When she finished her degree, alikaa home kidogo and then akapata kazi after 1.5 years. Now, when Becca started working, she wrote a plan for her life, how she wants everything to work out. She wrote, I want to be wealthy, I want to succeed, I want my kids to be raised in a family of 2 parents, I want to have a nice man who will care about me, take care of me and all that. But nayo kwa relationships za Becky alikuwa anauma nje vibaya sana. She doesn't know what kind of species she was attracting. So akasema, let me take a break from these relationships because they will finish me truly. Tusonge mbele kidogo tu. One day, Becky was at work and it was at lunchtime. So amekaa chini, amemaliza kukula, she takes her phone. Before lunchtime ends, she starts scrolling through people's IG stories. And she came across a certain post on her friend's account. That is her friend's stories. The post was really good. Yani, it was such a good catch. Becky looked at it and she was like, whoa. I mean, her friend had posted another friend's request that was saying,
Hi guys, I'm looking for a girl who'd be comfortable thinking to be my girlfriend or my wife because I'm about to go see my mom in a month and she's been demanding to see my partner because I'm getting older. The girl should be clean, neat, English should be perfect, she should be well educated, and she should be someone with a good personality. Thank you guys for taking your time to read this and don't worry, I will pay you handsomely if you agree to this request.
Becky akasema, ala, siyo ni Mungu. Just when I decide to quit relationships, God sends me one beneficial one. Hey, I'm jumping on it. She DM'd her friend. Her friend took long to respond, like about 4 to 5 days. Becky had to call him and ask, we, rada ulishikanisha na huyo mse? The friend is like, unataka hiyo form? Becky is like, acha mchezo, we nishikanishe na yeye. Hata nimekudm IG na huwezi respond. The friend is like, I didn't see your request. There's so many people who are asking. Becky is like, come on, don't be that type of person. Please connect me. And the friend did exactly that. He connected both of them. They spoke and spoke and spoke. Ricky said what he expected. Becca said, okay, I'll do that. Don't worry. Don't worry about anything. The next month reached. Becky saw Ricky's mother and the mother was impressed. Because now Becky is a 10 out of 10. Those women who never age. The mother was treating her so well. Hadi akienda huko kuambiwa apike, she was treated like a queen. And Becky's mother kept on saying, you guys should be married by now. You guys should be married by now. Mnangoja nini? This is a match made in heaven. He's already calling Becky my daughter, my daughter. Now I'm just waiting for the kids. When is the wedding? Kwa akili ya Becky anasema, ungejua mtoto wako anakuchezea karata, ungenyamaza tu. So the day went so well. Some relatives joined them later and they had a time. Becky connected so well with these people. Even Ricky was shocked. So from that day, they started seeing each other, going to see the mother more often. And to be honest, our girl Becky was falling in love with his family and Ricky too. At some point, hadi akacha kuchukua pesa from Ricky akamwambia, no, I genuinely enjoy spending time with you guys, so don't give me money. After like 7 to 8 months of scamming Ricky's family, Ricky also started kind of falling in love. He started gifting Becky, going on dates, buying her flowers, vacations. Ricky's mother on the other side, she's always pushing for marriage. So after about 1 year, these guys started living together. That is Becky and Ricky. Wanaendelea poa, they did a small wedding. One thing I forgot to mention is Ricky has money. Money, guys, money. Also one of the factors that made Becky fall in love that fast. Remember, she had vowed that poverty will not locate her in this life, maybe in the next one. Even when Ricky went to Becky's parents, things were really smooth, like, yeah, take our daughter, we love this, yeah. I meant parents. Yani, mali baba ya Becky alikuwa, angejua zawadi zimeletwa kwa kina Becky, and the uncles are the ones eating, angerudi very fast. tusonge mbele kidogo tu. So now these guys, that is Beckie and Ricky, they are 2 years into their marriage and 3 years of knowing each other. 1 year of dating, 2 years of getting married. You get me? And in those 2 years, they lived very well. Within those 2 years, they had kids, back to back, only 2 kids though. Beckie akalea, she's enjoying her life. Ricky na yako hapo provide, no problems at all, guys. We'll describe Ricky as the perfect husband. Always taking care of the kids when Beckie is not there, picking up the kids from school at times, helping Beckie clean the house. Yani hata Beckie anasikia kuchukua microphone ambia dunia mzima, guys, if you want to find a perfect husband, just start by scamming his family first. Muungane hivyo, that's how you find a perfect husband. Now, this is where things get juicy. When their 2 daughters got older, yani ile, they don't need their mother that much anymore. They can do with a nanny. Ricky used to love sending Beckie on vacation. Beckie yako Dubai, Beckie yako Mombasani, Beckie yako UK, Beckie yako WAP, all on Ricky's bill. And Beckie would enjoy. Sometimes she'll even carry her siblings. Sometimes they'd go with the kids, but they would rarely go with Ricky. Why? Because he was too busy with work. Now, I'm not too sure which field Ricky is in. I just know it's something in finance. I don't know which branch specifically. So one day when Beckie was from one of her vacations alone this time, when she came back to the house, her daughter told her something really interesting. Her daughter told her, Mommy, there's a time I had a really bad dream. And you know, when I always have a bad dream, we sleep together, you and Daddy hug me, and then I feel like I can't see the monsters anymore. You know that, Mommy? Beckie said, yeah, I know. And there's a time I had a really bad dream when you were in Diani, and when I went to Daddy's room, I saw him dancing, and his phone was stuck on the wall. Yani alikuwa amekelea simu mahali karibu na ukuta. And I saw him dancing with no clothes. And you know, Mommy, you taught me when I see someone with no clothes, I should look away because it is bad manners to look at them. Beckie said, yes. So when I saw Daddy naked, I just ran back to my room and I couldn't even sleep. I cried, but it is the house help who came to take care of me. They had a house help by then, yeah. So Beckie really tried, but she couldn't ignore what her kid was telling her. So she went and asked her husband, babe, so you know our kid just told me alikuwa na ukidance naked at night. What was that about? The husband's like, really? Yeah, there's a time I was dancing, you know, I was high, I had just taken some liquor, and I was just having a good time. I'm really sorry, I forgot to lock the door. Beckie akasema, sawa, that's fine, no worries. I'll just find the story, make it up, and I'll fix everything, don't worry. They play. It's good. It's, what? 2 months down the line, they started having arguments. Really bad arguments. Like, this wasn't normal in their relationship. So Beckie ako like, there's another woman here. There's another woman, you're cheating on me. This is what was inside. She did not say it out loud. So Beckie huyo ameenda kwa room, ametoanisha everything. Maybe there's another woman who's brought here and the household is not aware. The kids are not aware. Maybe I'll find some evidence against him, you know? Amechokora room. Guess what Beckie found? She found a whole bunch of seshi toys. Amepata msengenge 20 centimeters. Amepata butt pluggy. Amepata mask. Amepata lube chupa 3, baby oil. So Beckie's like, excuse. What's going on in my house? Excuse me. Aka time the husband akitoka job, akamwambia Ricky, kuja hapa. Just sit on the bed. I have something to show you. And she laid out all the tools that Ricky has been using. She asked Ricky, he's in his anani? Ricky akasema, oh, fuck. You found the surprise I was to give you when you come out of vacation. I'm thinking we should spice things up. Beckie akasema, oh, babe, thank you, but where are the wrappers? Ricky said, I removed the wrappers because I wanted to lay them out for you tonight. But since you've already done that, let's go ahead and do this game. Wamefanya, wamesweat, wamefanya nini? Wamelala. Hiyo story ya Beckie kufikiria the man is cheating, ikaenda chini ya maji, na kila mtu akanyamaza. About 4.5 months after that scandal, the friend that connected them texted, hey, kumbe you're one of those freaky couples. Beckie is like, excuse me? The friend is like, so I have this girl that I know who's also my friend and also your husband's friend, kinda. That girl used to be sneaky links with her husband when they were in uni. Akasema, so yeah, that friend, let's name her Vanessa. Vanessa just texted me and told me that, you know, your husband wants to be in one of her videos. Beckie is asking, videos? That friend who connected them is like, yeah, she's an OnlyFans girl from Kitambo and people love her content. Beckie's like, Ebu achajaba, I'm really not in the mood for this today. And a friend sent her one of Vanessa's videos. And the thing about Vanessa's videos is her content is not boring. I hope you know what I mean. So the friend said, please usiniseti kwa your husband because you know we are friends. Like long-term friends. More than me and you. Beckie's like, sitakuseti, but I need you to get me information of where they are doing this thing. The friend is like, it's bet, just don't do something crazy. I'm just doing this because I care about you and I'm the one who established this relationship between the both of you. So the friend akamtolea location, akamtolea time, akamtolea everything. Beckie's like, bas. That night she dressed up very well, took the car and drove to the location. Now let me take you back kidogo. Before Beckie took the car, she went to their bedroom. She checked whether those toys were there and they weren't there. And also before she left, she packed her lingerie. And she told me she did this because just in case she found out anything crazy was happening there, she will join them and then deal with the drama later. Na before atoke kwa nyumba alikuwa amepiga 2 shots kadhaa. While she was packing her lingerie, she discovered, oh wait, one of my purple lingeries is missing. So now I'm a fume like, how could Ricky take one of my lingeries to go and give to that lady? What is wrong with him? She's really pissed. Let's now get back to where she was driving. When she was driving, Beckie was angry. She was so angry, bro. Let me tell you something else that will help you understand our story better. When Beckie was given the location by her friend, or the mutual friend between her and her husband, the one who connected them, she looked at the apartments and she saw these are really expensive apartments, like those aesthetic apartments. So she booked a B&B there just in case the guards wamwambia, wewe madam unaenda wapi? Hey. Cool. So venye alifika hapo alisema, I'm going to this and this house. She was given the key and she went. She went and put her things there, carried her bag with lingerie, she knocked and a press bell and a knock. It took some time for them to open, like about 7 minutes, but eventually they opened. And the person who opened the door was a really masculine man. Like, unamwangalia hivi, unaangalia shoulders hivi, mwili unaangalia hivi, kitu unaangalia hivi, anakaa bouncer. Now I don't know whether they were expecting another girl to come because Beckie was just allowed in. Maybe they confused her with the girl that was about to come. Venye aliingia hivi aliona big men, masculine men, like 4 of them. The man who directed her akamwambia, you go change and then you enter this room. Beckie went and changed in the washroom na akaingia hiyo room. Na kenye aliona, she wishes she was blind. Another win for the blind and the deaf in our case. She entered that room, she saw her husband folded like a pretzel in her purple lingerie. You remember that lingerie that was missing? Yeah, it was not for Vanessa. It was for him. He was in a purple lingerie and some heels, all dolled up. Camera was rolling. He was facing the side hivi, so mlango ilikuwa nyuma, so yeye haoni Beckie. One of the men there tried touching Beckie. Beckie aka scream, and that is when her husband alishtuka, ako like, wait, I know that voice. Looking back, it was his wife. Okay. Husband alishtuka, he's trying to turn the camera off, he's almost cracking the phone. He took Beckie out of the room and dragged her out. Vanessa came out and Beckie jumped on Vanessa like no one's business, scratching, pulling her hair, wanting to even bite her coochie at some point, girl. Telling her, you're a prostitute, how dare you do this, what the fuck is wrong with you? DJ, you're fully live recording this, so doctor. Beckie went back to her B&B, took her clothes, drove back home, took her kids. That night they slept in the car. The morning she found a hotel and she booked it. She called the mother in two days after that happened. The mother-in-law was like, huyo nikiwa high school nilikuwa naitiwa makesi zake tu kama hizo, but I never believed they were true. When he was in campus, his uncle told me that he saw him in the club with another guy, dancing, twerking. That is why when you came to this house, I was very happy and I had to push for your marriage. Mimi sasa juu niko na wajukuu wangu, nyinyi nataka tu muende mwelewane, ujue venye mtaishi. Becky's like, excuse me? She called the friend very fast, the one who connected them. And she asked, did you know? The friend said, I didn't know. Well, but when he was in campus, he used to send those videos to older men who would send him money. Yani, even when your husband got a job, us as his friend group, we were shocked, bro. We were shocked. Because, you know, digital footprint and all. And Beckie was like, then why did you let me marry him if you knew this? The friend simply said, bro for bro. This argument continued. There was a lot of drama. The husband denied everything venye alikalishwa na wazee. She went back to her home with her kids. That is her marital home. Wakaka na wakaka. After Beckie saw that, the husband has never touched her and she has never, ever allowed him to touch her. Now the current case going on is that he wants to change his sexuality completely. Apparently, he did not stop doing that. You know, is it OF or only mashabiki? I don't know. And with the money that he's getting, because it's a lot of money, he wants to change his sexuality and get a coochie woochie. Of late, he has been disconnecting with his kids. He has been telling Beckie to find a job. He has been disconnecting with his family and his wife too. Beckie is soon losing her husband and her family. The only thing that her husband is leaving her is that house and everything inside it. He says he's planning to leave the country and stay there, and he hopes he has served Beckie well as a husband and as a dad to the kids. If the kids ever need anything, he will cater for it financially, but they will never, ever see him. Ever again. So turns out Beckie's fear came to be. She will soon be raising her kids as a single parent and she can't change this. They are soon filing for a divorce. And Ricky's family is not even shocked at all. So yeah, guys, that's it for today. Do you think it was worth it for me to forget or forsake or ignore my sore throat for the sake of this story? Because I definitely think it was.
Anyways, guys.
Bye. I love you. Mwah. Hita shikilia, sindio?